Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and we're in the greenhouse today because it's an absolute mess, so we're going to be clearing it out today, and I'm going to explain to you now why we're doing this. So last night I was thinking our greenhouse is a mess, we need to clean it up, and so we're going to do that today, but we're also going to create, this might be a few part video or something, or part of a longer video. What we're going to do is we're going to be creating an inside bed which goes from this part all the way around and down that side as well. So it's going to be all out of, oh, I hope we can do it all out of scrap wood from around the garden. It might not work that way, but as much of it as possible I want it to be scrap wood so we're not wasting anything. And the aim is so we can have our tomatoes in here and anything that doesn't go into the ground, and peppers, which we had in here last year, but they were in grow bags, but now we can just have them in beds, and we're going to section their beds off into 3 sections. So we've got some tools. So we've got a drill, we've got a drill bit, we've got some screws for the drill, we've got a tape measure so we can measure, and then we can cut down to size what we need. We've got wood obviously to create the bed, and then we've got a saw. This probably isn't the best saw to be using, it's quite rusty and old, but that's all the equipment that we're going to be using today. So let's get going with creating some of the beds. So before we do that, we're going to empty out the greenhouse plants again. It's quite warm outside, as you can tell. I've got shorts and t-shirt on. That's it. So that took a little bit of time, but we did get it in. So that's the first little bit connected. So we need to connect these 3 bits up now. So this bit of wood, if you're wondering where we got it from a pallet that a delivery came on. So we chopped it up, and we've got this now. So I need to get another bit of wood like this. So this is just a bit of fencing that we're going to use, and then we're going to connect these 3 bits. So it's been about 5 minutes later, and we've come to this end now. So and we need to cut this down the side to make it look a little bit nicer. So I'm just gonna mark off what I need to cut. So I'm gonna.
So which quicker bit do you want?
Probably this bit.
Okay. Oh, good run.
So it's the following day later, so it's Bank Holiday Monday at the time I'm recording this. And yesterday we managed to get 1 layer done, and we figured that the 2 long planks of wood that we had was enough to do 2 sides of the second layer. We needed to cut down one of the sides, but so I'm probably going to 3 layer this because it will just bring us up to what the top of this wood is. And then we're just trying to do one section at a time, because with this section we're going to be putting in tomatoes and potentially some chilies. We need to take all of this stuff out, but before we do that I want to explain some new stuff that we got to use for. So we've got one bit in and it's nice and solid in here. it's not what it is moving, but the actual wood itself isn't going to go anywhere. We're probably going to brace it a little bit more. But I'm just on the other side now, and I managed to wedge it in without needing any cutting. So big achievement. This is the last screw for this actual bed. So let's. So that was the last screw for this section of the bed. So the next stage is to get some compost bags, which we've already done, and then we're gonna put them down, and then the next stage after that would be to put some compost in. So my dad's using a Stanley knife so we're gonna cut the seams from both sides, and then take it apart, and we should end up something that's flat. We've done 3 others like this already. So this is what you get at the end. We've got 4 of these, so we're going to go put these 4 into the greenhouse, and then we'll be back. So we've split this down the middle, down the seams. So we're going to put this into here now. Right. So we're going to be using these to hold the compost bags into place, and normally these would be used to put cables, to hold cables into walls. And ordinarily you would put it against the wall. You put the cable through there, and you'd nail it in. But we're going to be using to hold our plastic bags into place. So if I was to put it there. Right, so that's that one into place. So here's the progress on the first bed. So we've managed to get most of the bags in, but we just need to get the last one in. Done the far edge away from the furthest edge away from me on the second bed. We did that one off camera. Now we just got to do this end. So I'm gonna get it set up, and then we'll get this side done. So the first layer is done. I'm having a quick break because it's quite hot already. We're trying to get it done before the heat of the day comes. But my dad's doing another job as well. He's painting some chairs. So these are the state of the chairs right now, and then you can see this is the colour that they're going to be. So they're going to need a second coat, but you can see how much of a difference that is compared to that where all the varnish is coming off. So we're onto this corner bit now. I did a bit off camera, so I'm going to just screw this bit in quickly. So we've got the second layer completed now. Oh my god, it's hot. Yeah, so we've got the second layer done. So it's just the third layer, and then bags, and then compost for one of the beds. But we're not going to have enough compost for both of them, so we're going to probably pick one to put all the compost in. So we're going to cut to probably halfway down the third layer, and then I'll do half of the third layer, and then we'll be back. So we've got one little bit to cut, and then that'll be the outline for the third layer. So we're down to the last bit of wood. We've used a whole pallet of what our big delivery came on, and we've used all of that. We've had to buy some wood, but it's all come down to this last pack of wood. It's 2 more screws, well maybe 3, depends. So and then obviously we've got to line it with the empty compost bags, and put the little plastic bits with the nails in on, and then we can fill up one of the beds. So I'm going to get into position and then we'll put the last final 2 screws in. Right, if you hold it like it. Is that good there? Probably.
A bit.
Right, so we're on to the final screw now, which is going to require a longer screw. Right, so that's the final screw. We need to get one more compost bag onto the other bed, and then we'll fill that bed up with compost. So let's do that quickly. So it's now onto the compost, and so I've got to cut down here. So we've got the first bag in, but we're probably going to need a lot more bags than this. So we've come back a little while after lunch, and my dad went down to the compost shop to get some more compost. So I'm just going to cut. Right, so that's another bag in. So we're gonna spread this out a little bit, and then we might need one more bag. So we got this we got the left hand side completed. So we've put all this all around it. We've got this bed to complete, where basically we're going to do it off camera just to speed it up for you guys. We're going to basically doing the exact same thing. You get the compost bags, you cut them down the seams, you split them out so they're lengthways and they're open, and then you do what we've done. Don't worry, if you want to do the bottom you can obviously, but we just did the sides to protect the wood a little bit. And then you can use nails or the clips that we got, or whatever you guys have to clip down. You do that, and then you put compost on, and then you're ready to plant in those ones as well. So it's a couple of weeks later, and we've been hard editing this video down, but we've pretty much got it there. So but it's a couple of weeks later, and this is just after, so all the plants have taken and grown more. So there's a few trusses on each of them now, and there's a tomato on one of the plants. But if you remember from the earlier videos, like last year, the very early days of the channel, what it used to be like, where it was where we had like a decorating bench, and it was along here, we had plants on top of that. But now it's beds, and we've got an aisle down the middle, and there's also chilies on this side which have all taken. We've also got a Scotch bonnet. We've got a Scotch bonnet plant, And we've also got a bush tomato variety. So that's it for this video, and if you have enjoyed this video, it's taken a long time to record it. It's about a month worth of effort and recording. So if you have enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you are new, hit the bell, click it to all so you get notified of when we upload videos, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye guys.